Hello Flosstube, it's Sarah with Handmade by Sarah W, and it is Flosstube number 41 for me. Welcome back to my stitching spot. I'm still not upstairs in my craft room to film, but that's okay. I have so much to show today, a lot. So we've had Christmas and now it's the Sunday after Christmas. I hope you had a really good time with your family and friends. And however you celebrate, I hope that you also got to have a little stitchy time in there too. I know I sure did. And so I have so much stuff to show. And it's all winter or Christmas. Everything I have to show today is winter or Christmas. I've got 3 fully finishes. I was actually able to fully finish some things. Not pillows, but you'll see. I have 1 stitch finish. I just finished that this morning, and I have 3 new starts and 4 whips and some giveaway winners to announce. So I'm happy that you're here with me today, and I hope you enjoy what you see. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment. I love to read all of them. So thank you so much to everybody for returning, and if you're new, welcome. And I hope that you enjoy this video with a bunch of Christmas and winter stitches. So the first thing I'm going to show is a fully finished item. So I showed this last time and I was still stitching on it. And this was from the Jingle Ball. It was the Stacy Nash Gingerbread house, and she had a class for this and intended for it to be finished as a little sewing case. But I did not want to finish mine that way. The second I saw this chart, I envisioned it finished in a different way. And I did finish mine that way, and it came together perfectly as it was in my mind. It's exactly how I wanted it, and I'm so happy with it, and I hope you like it too. So here is my finish. So I just turned mine into a double-sided ornament. So I used 2 of the colors that I used to stitch with to make the cording. I have one of those Krynic cording makers, and so here's my finish. I used all DMC except for the yellow. I wanted some movement, a little variegation, and I wanted you to really feel that warmth coming from the inside of the house. And so I did use a silk floss for that had some variegation. But other than that, I did use DMC. And I love it. I love how it turned out. I'm so happy with it. I did this on a 20 count fiber on a whim in the color Hazelwood. And this is one of my new favorite colors. I'm really loving it. And I think you'll see, let's see, I think I've got a couple other things going on this. Yeah, 2 other things I'll show you on this same fabric. So really love it. Love how it turned out. And I just think it's precious. I love it. All right, my next fully finished item is another ornament, and I think I showed this last time as, I believe it was a stitch finish, and this is also from the Jingle Ball. It was an exclusive by the Blue Flower, and the chart is called Merry Menagerie, and you see it's got 3 different charts. But when I saw this, and I like the other 2 charts, I really do, but I had to stitch this axolotl immediately because it's one of my daughter's really favorite animals. Like, she really loves them, and she has all these stuffed axolotls, but she got another one for Christmas, and I thought I would show it. My mom found this for her, and it's a precious moment, axolotl. Is that not precious? The precious moment. Oh, I just love it. It's really soft and just so cute. So here is my finish on the axolotl. I did change one color, and it's the darker of the two colors in the axolotl, but other than that, I used all DMC, and I stitched it on a 16 count Peaceful Purple. I think it's a Witchelt fabric. I got it from 123. It was just one I had in my stash. I thought the colors would go good on it. And I did use my cord maker I used the two colors in the axolotl to make the cording for this one. And I'll show you the fabric that I found to go with it on the back. How perfect is that? So I kind of tried to mirror my colors to match that axolotl. So I think I did pretty good. So cute. She really liked it. She loved it. So I have one more fully finished item, object, FFO, fully finished object. And this was a SAL that my friend Sarah from Sarah's Stitchery here on YouTube, and she is Stitchy Sarah Reads on Instagram. She and I hosted this SAL together. This is the hands-on design winter folk chart. And we had been working on it steadily. We started it earlier in, let's see, I think we started in November, I want to say, yes. And so we worked on it for about a month, I would say, and got it finished and then fully finished. And here it is. And I just love it. So this is on this paddle by Chantel 141 Design Company. And I used 16 count earthen by Picture This Plus, which is not the called for fabric, but I did use that same fabric for all of the other seasons. And then I used all of the called for DMC and the DMC pearl cotton for all the specialty stitches, which is the same color throughout all of the seasons. And I just love the finish. I love the colors, the pine cones. Like I love it so much. It's been really fun to see everyone stitching their progress finishes on this. And yeah, I just love it. So I had a lot of fun hosting the stitch along and seeing everyone's finishes and or progress or starts. And so thank you for tagging us. Just because Sarah and I finished stitching it doesn't mean that you shouldn't tag us or shouldn't join in. Like if you want to join in now, you still can. And just make sure to tag us so we can see your progress and on Instagram. And so those are my fully finished things. I was really happy to get some things fully finished because I'm still not going up and down the steps. If you're new here, I had an injury and a broken bone and dislocated ankle and had surgery. And so I've been non-weight bearing since September, but I am now starting to work in physical therapy. So anyway, my craft room is upstairs, so my sewing machine and everything, and so I haven't really been finishing a whole lot of things. So I was able to get my husband I was like giving him directions. He was so good at finding everything I needed, like my cord maker, like batting, like he even cut batting for me. Like he really did good. So I really appreciate that. Okay, I have one fully finished stitch. I didn't fully finish it. I just finished stitching it. This was another Jingle Ball exclusive. This one was by Stacy Nash. And this is the Winter Woodland drum. And I knew I wanted to stitch this when I saw it, but I wasn't 100% sure on if I was going to finish it into a drum or not. And now that it's finished, I don't think I'm going to. So here's my finish on it. Oh, Isn't it just precious? I just love it so much. So this is stitched on an 18 count and the color is Mirage. Picture this plus, I believe. And it was just one I had in my stash. I started this while I was at the Jingle Ball. And I did a DMC conversion and stitched it all in DMC. But do you see what I mean about, I don't know if I'm going to turn it into a drum, because if I do, then it'll be round and I won't be able to see the whole scene at once. I would have to like turn it. So I kind of think this might be just really cute as a little bit of a bigger pillow for my dough bowl to be surrounded with other winter stitches. I am in Alabama. We don't really see snow a lot. So, you know, this isn't really what my winter will look like, but I don't have a ton. I feel like when I'm stitching Christmas and winter, I usually focus on Christmas. And so this year I'm starting to think more about, I would like to have more winter finishes because, you know, once you take the Christmas down, you know, it's not spring yet, so you still want to have some things out. So I do have some, but not a ton. So I'm working on that. I'm working on it. So I just love this, and it's, to me, it's winter, not necessarily Christmas. So I think it will stay out, you know, for a little while after Christmas. So I love it. I love it so much. And I just finished it this morning. Literally put the last few stitches in. So I was pleased. So now, oh, I've got some new starts. So I have 3 new starts to talk about. And 2 of them I'm working on with my friend Sarah. And 1 of them I am not. Okay, so I'm going to start with the one that we are not working on together. This was a gift. The whole thing, the bag, the chart, and the fabric, from my friend Paula. So sweet. I just love, love, love that little snowman and the sweet trees. Love it. So she gifted me this chart. It is called Santa and the Woolmakers. And this was a collaboration between Hello from Liz Matthews and her mother, Kathy Barrick. And this was an exclusive for the Jingle Ball last year, so in 2023. And I did not get it then, but my friend Paula got it for me. So I was excited to get that going, and I actually started it on Christmas. And so this is on one of my favorite fabrics, and she got me this fabric too. So I had to stitch it on this fabric. And this is Cream and Sugar by Fiber on a Whim, and I'm doing it on 18 count. So I'll show you my progress so far. Oops, hold please. Sorry about that. All right, so this is how far I've gotten on it. I like to color complete, so this is all the same color. I just started in the top corner because this is a big piece of fabric, and I was thinking that I would just start in the corner, so then I would be able to gauge where to cut it. But since I'm not going upstairs, so normally I cut my fabric exactly the size that I need and I start in the middle. That's my favorite thing to do. But I also serge the edges. And so since I'm not going up to my craft room, I don't have access to my serger. And so I've just been kind of starting in the corner mostly these days. So anyway, here's my little start. And I think it's so cute. So I started that on Christmas Day. I'm using DMC on that. Everything that I've shown has been with 1 strand except for the Axolotl I did with 2, and also I didn't mention with my Winter Folk, I did that with 2 also because it was on 16 count. Normally I do 1 on 16 count, especially if it's Picture This Plus, like the earthen. However, because I was following that chart, like because of all the specialty stitches and there's back stitching, I just wanted to do everything that Kathy charted, like the exact way that she said to do it. So if she said to back stitch with one strand, that's what I did. If she said 2 strands, then that's what I did. And then I did all the cross stitches in 2 strands on that one. But normally I am a 1 strand girl. So, okay, 2 more new starts. All right, so my friend Sarah did not have to pull my leg very hard to start this with her. This is something I have wanted to stitch for a long time. And I've been seeing everybody's, you know, that has stitched this in the past, like their past finishes. People have been posting it a lot lately, and it's really been on my mind. And then she wanted to start it, and I was like, you know what? Yes, I will start that with you for sure. And this is Stacy Nash, Christmas at Hollyberry Farm. And I love it. I'm doing mine on an 18 count Aida by Atomic Ranch, and the color is Prairie Land. So I will show you my start. Again, I started in the corner, and I've been going down the right. I got from the top right to the bottom right is how far I've gotten on it. So that's how tall it will be. And I'm loving my fabric for this. I picked this spot on the fabric because it was just so grungy. I'll hold up the whole thing. You see what I mean? Like that one spot, I was like, yes, that's the spot it's going on. So, yep, that's my progress so far. And so far, I am using, let's see, I had 1, 2, 3, I had 5 of the called for colors in my stash. I may place an order to finish out. I think there was like maybe 2 or 3 more colors. I may get those, or I may just substitute. I'm not sure. I'll have to look. But so here's the colors that I did have. So really pretty. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was going to wait and see. I think I may need more of the green. So I was kind of getting that in there to see before I placed an order, like, do I need more of any of the colors? That's the problem with when you know, start something using your stash and you're not buying like a brand new floss. And so it's a floss that you've already used before. Like you might run out. That happens to me all the time. And then, you know, you worry about, well, is the dye lot going to be super different? You know, I've only had trouble with that like once or twice where the dye lot was like so different. It just isn't something that really has bothered me. Now, if it's going to be like a huge block of color and it's going to matter, then I'll probably make sure that I have it, you know, ahead of time. But, you know, I just kind of go with it. It works out. So, all right, let's see. Oh, we had one other start. So this is Christmas Cottage by Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread. Sarah and I had previously stitched the Halloween version of this, which is called Hallow Day Inn. And so we wanted to stitch the Christmas one too. Now this one is on an 18 count Forbidden Fiber Co. in the color Lunar. And I'll show you. I don't have much of a start to show, okay? And again, I was starting in the corner, but this time I started in the bottom just because of how the roof of the house is. I thought it was easier to start at the bottom right than to count all the way over to like the middle of that roof line. So here is my little start. So at least I got that whole bottom done, you know, and the sides. but I will do the roof and get that done before I do the inside. That's kind of what I did on the other one, the Holiday Inn one. So I love that. It's so cute. And honestly, on that other one, the Holiday Inn, Sarah and I stitched that in no time. I mean, it was like 3 days or something. I may be exaggerating, but it was pretty quick, I believe. I wanted to show you something too before I move on. So that's the end of my new starts. So I got a new bag and I love it so much. And this is from, and if you follow me on Instagram, you may see that I put her bags in my stories a lot because they're so cute. And now I have one from her, and this is Pot Shoppe on Etsy, and she's on Instagram, and she is actually my friend Sarah's sister. So here is my new bag from her, and I just love it. So sweet. In the back, it's the same. I'm like a sucker for a good inside fabric, and this one, when I opened it, I was like, oh my gosh, I love the blue. It's so cute. So thank you so much, Pot Shoppe, for my bag. I love it. And I have several whips in here, actually. So let me show you. Let's see. Okay. So next we have the whip. This is by Heartstring Samplery, and it's called Go Tell It on the Mountain. This was a Jingle Ball, I think it was an exclusive last year, and I got it then, and I never started it. Well, my friend Jacinta and I were on a Stitchy Zoom together, and we were talking about all these charts and the Jingle Ball, and that we had gotten this chart and neither of us had started it. So she had the idea, like, why don't we go ahead and start it? So we did, and I don't have much more to show from last time when I showed it, but I have worked on it. I did work more on, all I've done is white on this so far. So I did work more on the words, excuse me, and some of the little snowflakes. I'm trying to get over to the side. I'd like to get over to the side so then I can cut this, because I have another project on this fabric and I want to cut the piece that has both of these on there, but I just wanted to get over to the side first before I did that, because I've already cut off, I think, 2 or 3 other projects that were on this fabric. Oh, and this is the one that I said you would see a couple more times. This is that 20 count Fiber on a Whim Hazelwood. So that's my little progress on that one. I need to get back to it. It's just been like, let's just start all the things. And so I've been making a lot of progress, but I'm also starting a lot of things. So, okay. Oh, the next one. Okay. Also in my same bag. This is from Starlight Stitching Co. And this is called Christmas Whimsy Biscornu. And let me get a bag to hold in front of this, or behind it, sorry. So it doesn't, so you can see. Okay, so with a biscornu, you stitch 2 squares that are the same, like the same size. And then you hand stitch the whole thing together. So this is where I am so far. I think I have finished 2 or maybe 3 colors so far. And I'm doing this on, and let's see, 18 count Fiber on a Whim in the color Silver Fox. And I thought it was just the perfect color for this stitch. So, oh, and my friend Sarah is joining me on this one too, so I'm excited for that. Love a biscornu, and so that's my progress on that one. Okay, so my next next whip is also on that 20 count hazelwood. This was the other one I was talking about. And I did show this before. This is Peace and Goodwill by Brenda Gervais. Wait, I think I have, let me fold this again. And so I am using mostly called for on this, I think. I don't know, I can't remember if I made any substitutions. I think it's all called for. So let me tell you what I did. So I'm almost done. I need to do my house color. And the whole time I've been like, what color am I going to do the house? And I started stitching it with the blue color that's in that ribbon, that bow. And then I took it out because I was like, is it too bright for this piece? I don't know. So now I'm regretting taking it out, and I just want to go with my decision and just do it in blue. So I'm very close to a finish on this. This should be a finish on my next video, and I love it. I love it. I don't have the fall piece that looks like this, but I need it. So I love, love, love it. So that is Peace and Goodwill. And then I've got one more whip, and this is also a whip that I have in common with my friend Sarah. And we had started this last year, and we've been getting some stitches in on it. And this is by Hobby House, and it's called Dasher and Dancer. And here is mine. Oh, is that not so gorgeous? The variegation in this floss is everything. So I'll tell you about the floss. So first of all, this is on a 20 count Zweigart Vintage Country Mocha. Love it. And the floss that I'm using is Color and Cotton Dracula. Look at that. My friend Megan from the Seattle Stitcher, she gave me this. She was doing a stitch in this color, and she had some extra, and so she shared with me, and it was my first time to use Color and Cotton, and I love it. It's so fun to work with. So it's been fun to get some stitches in on this, and it will not be done this year, but you know, maybe next. We'll see. No promises. So that is all the stitches that I have to show you today, but I do have some giveaway winners, so I'm excited to announce those. So last video, the Whimsy Biscornu from Amanda at Starlight Stitching Co., she wanted to do a giveaway for 2 of my viewers to win the Biscornu pattern. And so the winners of that, let's see, we have Tina George 8759. Congratulations. And also Tabitha McKenzie 2172. Congratulations, ladies. If you will get with me, my information is down below. You can send me an Instagram message or an email, and I'll just need your email address so Amanda can get that chart over to you. And next, the Crafty Bluebonnet. They are so sweet, mother and daughter, and I met them at the Jingle Ball. And they're precious. And they offered to give away 3 of their charts. You get to choose which one. But I will say that I have a couple of theirs that they gifted to me, and they have the cardinals. So I'm going to be stitching those. So if you want to be twinsies with me, that's what I have. So, but you pick what you want. And I've got 3 winners. So the first winner is Salix _stitches, and then Debbie Domagal 6839, and Annabelle Welcome. Those are the 3 winners of the Crafty Bluebonnet chart. So pick out which one you want and let me know. Get with me, my Instagram or email, and I will get your information over to them, and they'll get the chart to you. So thank you so much for watching. I love spending Sundays with you, Sundays with Sarah. And I hope that you have a very happy new year, and I will be seeing you soon. Happy stitching. Bye.